Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn what a variable is. Alright? And for me to explain you the concept of variable, I am going to take the example of booking a seat on a bus. Alright? Now, I am going to give you this example first and then I am going to relate it to the concept of variables. Alright? Now, let us assume that you want to travel from Mumbai to Bengaluru. Your name is Ravi and you want to travel from Mumbai to Bengaluru. So, what do? You go to an agent and you ask that agent to book a seat on the bus. So, when you go to the agent and ask him to book a seat on the bus, he shows you the seating arrangement. He shows you something like this and asks you to select a seat. So the green ones are booked, the grey ones are available. Alright. Now, if you have not booked ticket on a bus before, you can assume booking ticket for a movie. Alright. So if you go to any movie ticket booking websites, you do the same thing. So you can relate it to that too. Alright. Now, coming back to this, let us say that you are interested in sitting here. Okay. And this seat has a number. All the seats have number associated for them so that people can easily recognize the seat and sit there. So this is seat number 5 and you want to book this seat so that you can travel from Mumbai to Bengaluru. Alright. So what did you say? You said, hello agent, please give me some space on the bus for me. That is basically what you said. Please give me some space on the bus for me so that I can travel from Mumbai to Bengaluru. And the agent says, okay, I have given some space for you on the bus and named the location as 5. Why 5? Because that is what we selected. Okay. Now, this is what happens in ticket booking. You book some space. Basically, it is seat. It is a seat where you sit on it. But in reality, it is a space, correct? Space on bus. Now, coming to our Java program. Here, if I say x is equal to 5, basically what I am saying is, hello computer, please give me some space on the RAM for me. And the computer says, okay, I have given some space for you on the RAM and named the location as x. So you can pause the video and read this out and relate it. Okay. And name the location as x. Why x? Because we set it to be x. So when we say it is x, the computer says, okay, let me name it as x. Alright. So what we have done is we have asked some space on the RAM so that we can store a value in x. What value? Value 5. So basically when we say x is equal to 5, computer gives us some space on the RAM and names that space or location as x where we can store some data. Okay. Now, if you have learnt math and if you know algebra, then you already know variables. Okay. So x is equal to 5, y is equal to 3 and let us say z equal to x plus y. So you have seen these equations in algebra, correct? So what will be the value of z? It will be x plus y. What is x? 5. What is y? 3. So 5 plus 3, 8 and that will be the value of z. Okay. Now let me delete it. So when I say x is equal to 5, I am asking some space on the RAM so that I can store a value there. And I'm saying to the computer, name that location as X. So that is exactly what the computer does. Okay. Now, I have saved or stored 5 in X. Now let me print it out. So you know how to print it out. It is system, okay, system dot out and print ln, and in bracket I will say X. Okay, I'll say X. So you can see that I have not used quotes here. I have not used quotes. So it is without quotes. So now when I run it, you can see I have errors. So the main error is I do not have colon, okay, which is one common error that everyone does. So have colon to mark that is the end of the statement or instruction. Now let me run it, and once again I get an error. This is because I have said X equal to 5. I am saying store 5 in variable X, but then I have to say what is the type of 5, or to what data type does 5 belong to. Is it a whole number? Is it a fraction? Or there are many other data types too, which we will learn later. But we have to mention what is that we are storing in X. So we are storing a whole value, correct? Whole number. And it falls under the category of integer. So for integer, we use int. So basically we are saying, hello computer, give me some space on the RAM and name that location as X, where I want to store an integer value of 5. That is what this means. Okay. So now when I run it, I get 5 as output. So I am printing out X, or in other words, I am printing out the value that is stored in X, which is 5. Okay. Now, if I have quotes here, and if I run it, it will print out X. I have told you in the previous video that whatever is inside the double quotes will be printed out as is. So X is printed out instead of 5. Okay. So you must remember this. Now let me say int y equal to 4. Okay. So I am saying, hello computer, give me some space on the RAM and name the location as y so that I can store an integer value 4 in it. That is what this means. Okay. So let me print out y. When I print it out, I get 4 as result. Okay. I get 4 as result. Now I have x equal to 5, y equal to 4. Let me see if I can do this. I'll say x plus y. Okay. I want to print x plus y. So let me see if it works. And it works. I get 9 as output. So x is 5, y is 4, 5 plus 4 is 9, and I get the result here. Alright. Now, one way to do, or one way to get the sum is like this. The other way is to say int z equal to x plus y. Okay, x plus y. So now I have to print z here. Let me run it, and I get 9. I get 9 here. Okay. So here you can do it like this and print it out, or directly you can have x plus y here and get the result. Okay. Now let me delete this. Let me delete these two. Okay. Now I have said x equal to 5. Now this need not be a single letter. It can be a word also. Okay. So let me say age. So age is 5 years. So I am saying age equal to 5. and I want to print out age. So let me run it to get 5. Okay, 5. And I'll say int height equal to 6 feet. Okay, so let me run it to get 5 because I've printed age here. If I want to get height, H-E-I-G-H-T, height. Okay, so I'll run it to get 6. Alright, now what if the height is 6.1? So I'll say 6.1, and now when I run it, I get an error. Why is this error? That is because this is not a whole number, or this is not an integer. So I have told int. I am saying to the computer that I am storing an integer value in height. But then while declaring it, I am saying 6.1. 6.1 is not integer. It is decimal. And decimal falls under the data type double. Okay. So we will talk about data types in the next video. For now, int and double are enough. So if you have any decimal value, so use double. Okay, use double. So let me print out the height now, and you should get the result. Okay, you should get the result. Next, let me delete this. So you have set age equal to 5. You can change the value of age. Alright, so you can say age equal to 7. Age equal to 7. Now, if I print out age, I'll get 7 as result. This is because I first initialized age equal to 5. I said age equal to 5. And in the next line, I said age equal to 7. Now, the new value 7 will be stored in age. And then I am printing out the value that is stored in age. So the latest value that is stored in age will be printed out at this point. And that is why I am getting 7. Okay. Next, it is enough if you say int once. You don't have to say int once again when you want to change the value of it. Alright. Or int is necessary only when you initialize the value of the variable or declare the value of the variable. So once you declare, you don't have to use int once again. Okay. So here I can say age equal to 45, and when I print age, I get 45. So it will be taken as int automatically. But then if I say 41.5 and run it, I'll get an error. Now this is because for all the ages, it is taking it as integer. But now here, as I've given a decimal value, it is giving me an error. Okay. So let me delete this. Alright. Yes. Now let me delete this. So I'll say x equal to 5. Okay, x equal to 5. Int y equal to 10. Now I can say x equal to x plus x plus y plus y. And here when I print out x, I'll get, okay, so you can see I have missed the colons. I get 30. Okay. So here x equal to 5, y equal to 10. Now what I am doing here is I am adding 5x, y 10, y 10. So 5 plus 5 plus 10 plus 10. So it is 30, and that 30 gets stored into x, and then I am printing it out. Okay. So I get 30 here. So you can change the value of variables like this. Alright. Now let me delete this. And here let me say y divided by x. So y is 10, x is 5. So let me run it to get 2. Okay, to get 2. Now I'll have this as 12. So 12 divided by 5 is 2 point something, correct? 2 point something. But I'm getting 2 as result. This is because I have set x as 5, or I have said x is 5 and it is integer, and I have said y is 12 and it is integer. So if when you do integer division and the division gets you a decimal value as a result, then the value after the dot will be omitted or left out. Or in other words, integer division gets you an integer value as output or result. Okay. So if you want the decimal value to be printed out, all you need to do is change this to double. Okay. Change this to double and run it to get 2.4 as result. Alright. So if you have both integers, then the decimal value will be omitted out. Alright. Yes. So I hope you have understood the concept of variables. There are some more things to be explained in variables, and these will be explained in the next video. Alright. So for now, I want you to go ahead and practice what we have learned in this video before proceeding to the next. Okay. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.